Thank you for tuning in. Thanks, big part of our program. Here we are together again on the radio. Appreciate your patronage. We have an email from a listener named Annie, who writes from OC. And by the way, I don't care what the TV show says, nobody calls it the OC. It's just OC. Orange County. Here's the email from Annie. Hello, Tom. Okay, so I've been friends with a guy named Dave for over 10 years. I know you say that isn't possible, but I am not sure. If I was super hot, maybe I'd believe that he wanted to F the crap out of me. But since I'm not, I just can't be sure of where we stand. Mind you, Dave is not super hot either. There have been little signs throughout our friendship that he perhaps wanted more. I have been guilty of flirting as well. But now, we are roommates. And it's driving me insane. I really, really want to hop in bed with him. But I don't know if it is the right thing to do. You see, Dave is now back with his on-again, off-again girlfriend of 5 years. And I am also seeing someone. But he is driving me crazy on purpose, I think. He bought cologne that he knows drives me insane. He said he, quote, got it for the both of us. We both talk suggestively at times. And even watch porn together, usually until I leave the room because I am all worked up. He has also started to pee with the door open, like we're in a relationship. Tom, we generally act couple-like, except for physically. The worst is when he wears sweatpants around the house. Then I know a little bit more about him than I should. Sproing. Dave says he has never cheated on any girlfriend, and he couldn't do that. Then again, he also complains that the sex with his girlfriend isn't that great. She doesn't give it up much, and she's gained a lot of weight. But he says he really loves her. What do I do? I just know he would be exceptional in bed, and I can hardly control myself anymore. I am even starting to dream about sneaking into bed with him. My biggest problem is that I don't know how he would react. I have known him forever. You would think I would know where we stand, but I don't. The second issue is, of course, guilt. But my desire goes well beyond either of these concerns. Help! Annie and OC. Well, Annie, when you're a friend of somebody's, you should be able to have that conversation. You should be able to have that conversation. I would recommend just jumping into bed with him because, you might get a nasty surprise. But I think you should be able to have that conversation with him. Sexual tension. Do you know that I know more than one woman? I'm not going to name any of them, with whom we have this kind of conversation, this kind of tension in the room, sometimes racy things being said, sometimes those looks you give each other, or the stares, or they just kind of lustful look, and then you never actually deal with it. Why not? I'm with somebody, they're with somebody, we work at the same... Well, no, not where we work. That hasn't happened. But you know what I'm talking about. The teasing, all of that. Every time you're in the room with this person, it feels like there's that kind of tension. Now, I do believe that sometimes one person is kidding around and one person takes it seriously. And that's one of the reasons many of these things never get consummated, okay? Like, one person just likes to talk dirty for the sake of doing it, showing they can do it, just because they like being vulgar, which I happen to love, by the way. And then the other person, like, really thinks that there's actually a possibility that something will happen. I think in most of these cases, one person is kidding, and the other person is, like, ready to jump into bed right now. And I think that's one of the reasons we're afraid to say anything about it, because we're afraid we're going to ask the other person, hey, let's stop kidding around, let's do this. They're afraid of rejection. So nothing is ever said, and the situation goes on and on. I mean, I'm sure these two women don't even know that they are the women I think this way about. I'm sure these two particular women don't even know that that there is sexual tension. They're just telling jokes. And that's why I would never even ask. Never even ask. I don't think they're serious. I don't. It's my opinion that if they were serious, they'd tell me. Now, if you're serious, you should tell the other person. And now, of course, every woman I know is going to call, am I the one? Did you actually think I was interested in you? You'd like to get that call, huh? I'm sure it's coming in the next 25. Really? You thought I like men that I wanted to have sex with? You believe that? Really? But I want you to tell me about the person that you're having this experience with. The person who is creating all this sexual tension, but you never acted on it. Every word they say has some double meaning, double entendre. The way they dress, the way they stare at you, the jokes they tell in your presence. Maybe occasionally they give you a spank on the butt, or they give you a little pinch. Every once in a while they rub your neck or give you a massage, but they never act on it. Or you never act on it. I think one of the biggest fears people have is the fear of rejection. We don't like being rejected. We don't like it. We just don't like it. So I'm wondering, do you have a situation like this with somebody? Sexual tension in the air every time you're talking to a particular person. Every time you see them. Every time they see you. Every email they send you, every time they bump into you, every time you're talking, if they have to call you for some reason or you call them, it turns into like, oh, well, your husband's never ran it down. You know, like that. And then it never actually happens. That's the sad part, you know, because there's usually one person who's like, oh, God, I want that guy so badly. And the guy's just being a jerk. He's just making jokes. He's just talking dirty because he can. He's talking dirty because his girlfriend's not around or something. But he's never actually going to do anything. Or will he? Are you in a situation like that?
Tom Leykis.
1-800-5800-TOM.
You do a wonderful job at roping us gals in, suckering us into your song, and bending us over slowly. It's amazing.
And you all hate each other. It's so easy.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM. All right, you're with someone who has a lot of sexual tension every time the two of you are in the room. But nothing ever happens. Why not? Or could it ever? It's Josh on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, how's it going, Tom?
Okay, Josh.
Hey, I got this girl that I dated for a while when I was in high school. We never got busy because it was just, I don't know, it wasn't in the cards, or not in the cards, but it was like a religious thing at the time.
Yeah.
But now we're still friends. We've been just friends for like 2 years, but we still fool around once in a while, but we never get to the deed, you know. And it just kills me every time I'm around her. She's so sexy. She's like an LA 9, and she's just beautiful. she's smart. She likes to dance in her underwear, dance in the underwear thing. She loves to do all this sexy stuff, and I just can't deal with it sometimes, man.
And have you ever talked to her about it?
A little bit here and there, but it's just like, oh man, I just get all frustrated, and it's just terrible.
But why? Here's the question: why don't you ever say, "Why are you fooling around? Let's go, let's go, let's do it"?
Well, then it comes up. If I say that, it kind of comes up like, oh, it's just messing around. She's just really flirtatious, I guess, and she's not like that with any other guys.
Does she have a boyfriend?
No.
She doesn't?
Nope.
And why not you?
It boggles my mind. I have no idea.
Why don't you ask her?
Because she'd just rather not. I don't know. I guess
she'd rather not talk to you about it?
No, rather not do it. We talk about it sometimes. It just rather not happen, she says, and it just kills me all the time. And she's not a prude or anything. It's just, oh, Jesus.
So she never, ever will tell you the reason why she'd rather not?
I guess she says that she's not into sex, which I know for a fact is true.
How do you know that for a fact if you've never had sex with her?
Because I've never had sex with her.
Someone else has.
No one else has, no.
She's a virgin?
Yes.
How do you know that? She told you?
Yes, and there's no reason to believe otherwise.
Uh-huh. How old is she?
She's 22 now. We dated 22. When we were 18 till about 20, and then nothing ever happened.
Why would you date someone for 2 years without getting sex?
Like I said, it was a religious thing at the time.
A religious thing?
Yeah, not Mormon. It was just it was like, oh, it was a sin to do that, so we didn't do it, and then it just never happened. It would get close, but it would never happen.
So you were more religious a couple of years ago?
Oh, yeah. Not anymore.
What happened?
I had a falling out just with the church, and it just became a real fake thing to me.
Yeah.
A bunch of fake people existed there, and hypocritical things happened, and it was just a bad situation at the church.
Uh-huh. I understand.
But there's no more religion there, but it's just the sexual tension here is killing me.
Well, why don't you tell her to lay off?
Oh, it's not even about having to lay off. It's just
well, why don't you tell her to lay off?
Lay off being sexy?
Yeah.
She can't. It's just in her blood. She's just sexy all the time.
And you work with her?
No, we're just friends. I see her every weekend.
You see her every weekend for what?
Just hang out. I go down because I go to school in Irvine.
Why do you hang out with girls who put out?
I don't know. It's just not that important to me right this second. If I wanted to, I could. Wait
a minute. You're 22 years old. It's never going to be more important than it is today.
Well, when it happens, it'll happen. It's just not that big of a priority. I have a lot of other stuff on my plate.
How hard is it to go get laid?
It's not hard. I could do it.
So why not do it?
It's not that important. I'm not gay. There's nothing about that. It's just not super important.
So you don't like sex that much?
No. I have no problem with sex whatsoever.
Now, having a problem with it and liking it are two different things.
Oh no, I love sex. I've never had sex either, so I'm still a virgin.
Oh,
I'm a rarity.
Well, how can you say you like sex? You don't even know what it's like.
Okay, I'm a guy. Guys, whack off or whatever.
If you liked it, you'd be having it.
All right. Well, I don't know what to say about that. You
don't know what to say about that. I just told you.
If I like sex, I'm not having it. There's something wrong with me?
If you like sex, you would be having it. If you're not having sex...
Well, see, the thing is, I want to have sex with this girl.
You want to have sex with her, but she doesn't put out, so why not somebody else?
There's no one else I really want. There's no one else around. There's no one else important enough.
No one else around? Where do you live?
I live at UC Irvine.
You're telling me there's no other women in Irvine?
Not that I want, no.
But what do you mean, not that you want? How picky are you?
Pretty picky. I said she's an LA 9, so...
I understand that, but Orange County is full of hot chicks.
Yeah, I agree.
And you're telling me you don't like any of them?
Not necessarily, no. I mean,
You've pretty much written off an entire county.
No, I haven't written them off. I'm just.
Why don't you want to have sex with any of the women in Orange County other than this one?
I don't know. I just don't. I just don't.
Yeah, pal, you're not being honest with me.
I swear to God, I am sworn.
You clearly have some religious issue or something going on. You have to be in love or something like that.
Well, I could say that, yeah.
You're one of those, aren't you?
I am one of those.
See, one of those in-between religious people who's kind of sort of religious.
No, I'm not
sort
of religious.
Well, why would you have any objection to having sex?
I don't have an objection to having sex.
The point is, if you can't get the exact person you want, there's always someone else.
Because I guess there's still something in there that I guess it could happen still sometime. I mean, even recently, there's things, we hook up once in a while, fool around a little bit. It just and it doesn't go all the way to sex, and it just kills me.
Why does it kill you?
Because it's so frustrating. There's that sexual tension, sexual frustration. It's just.
But pal, you just move on to the next. Time's a wasted.
I guess I can't bring myself to do that right now. I just can't do it. I guess
So there's only one person in the world that you have feelings for, and that's the only person you could see yourself having sex with.
Yeah.
But you claim not to be religious.
Yeah.
Well, that is a religious belief.
No, it's not a religious thing. It's a personal.
No man chooses that on his own. That's a result of being religious.
No, it's not a...
for a man, as I always say on this program, ejaculation is like urination. We need to do it. And if we can't find a nice place to take a tinkle, we'll go behind a bush. What you're doing is not natural for a 22-year-old man. It's not.
I know that. I agree with that fully.
So there's something going on with you.
No, there's nothing going on with me.
Yes, there is.
I'm being completely 100% honest with you, Tom.
You may believe you're being honest with me, but it doesn't mean there isn't something wrong with you.
Well,
something wrong with you.
Then I don't know. I'm a psychology major. I should know.
Really? And you think that it's normal for a 22-year-old male to not want to have sex with anybody but one particular person?
I don't think that it's not. I don't think that it's normal, but I think that's what I've chosen.
But why would you choose it?
I don't know, because I guess if I go and have sex with somebody else, then she'll find out somehow whether or not I tell her, and she'll never want to have sex with me.
But she may never have sex with you anyway.
And she will. Maybe she will.
I mean, how many years have you known her?
4, 5.
Yeah, if she hasn't done it by now, she'll probably never do it. Not with you.
Well, she's not going to do it with any other guy either. So.
How do you know that?
Because I know her.
Yeah, well, you say that until she meets another guy that she likes.
Other guys. She's met other guys, denied them, and come back and, mess around with me.
But she's not messing around with you.
Not mess around with me, fooling around.
Until you've had interlocking parts, that has not happened.
Okay. Well, she's not interlocking parts with anyone else either. I mean, that's all. I mean, I don't know.
So you'll wait around, even if she's 30, 35, you'll just keep waiting.
No, not that. I mean, I'm 22 right now. I mean, I got a threshold. I know 2 years, it seems like ridiculous, but I mean, I'm going to wait so long. I'm gonna wait for a while, and if nothing happens, then nothing happens.
Can I tell you something else? The longer you wait, the worse it's going to be. And believe me, it could never live up to this build-up. Never. Take it from somebody who has sex all the time.
I believe you. I believe you, Tom.
There is no reason to wait. There is no reason to wait. Hang on. Let me get, we got Scott on the phone here. Scott, what do you want to say to Josh? Are you there, Scott?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, how you doing, Tom?
I'm going.
Josh, what's your problem, bro? Dude, you're 22. You're wasting your time saving yourself for this chick who's probably already hoes some other guy, bro. You're just wasting your time. You're 22 years old. You should be out banging every chick in Irvine. I've been to Irvine. I used to work in Irvine. There's so many hot chicks around, and you're just wasting your time. I guarantee you she's probably been with some other guys. You said she's not into sex? She's not into sex with you, bro. You could be out doing other chicks, but you're just wasting your time. And you know what? You're gonna look down. You're 25, 30. You're gonna 35, 38 like me, and go, dude, I wasted so many years on a chick who wasn't even worth it. Wasn't even worth it. And you know what? I guarantee you, when you do hose her, if you ever do, it's just gonna be such a letdown, such a waste.
Well, I can't agree
sex
with you.
will be lousy because you have two amateurs.
Exactly. You're going to be bumping uglies, not even know what you're doing, bro. You're not gonna, you're just wasting your time, dude. Just wasting your time. You're 22 years old and you're just totally wasting. You should be out banging every chick you can, bro. Every chick. You're just wasting your time on a chick. It's not even worth it. All you do is punch your meat monkey for nothing.
All right, Scott, thank you.
Let me take me out, bro. Old school.
Old school? All right, here you go. Let's get Chris on the air. Chris, what did you want to say to Josh?
Hello, Dad.
Hello, son.
How are you?
Do you care?
Oh, yeah, Dad, I sure do. Hey, Dad, you got to get this guy off the radio. It's killing me. I'm stuck here on the 101 listening to this douchebag talking about how he ain't getting a piece when he should be, he's homo enough just going to UC Irvine. He should be out there instead of draft dodging, serving his country, serving in the military, doing something right. Maybe I'll get a piece after that.
What do you think, Josh?
I don't know what you want me to say about that. I'm not draft dodging or anything. If I want to get a piece, I can get a piece.
Hey, you know what? Then prove it. My dad's been talking to you for the past 20 minutes, wasting his precious time on your sorry butt, and you can't even get a piece, man. You're a waste. Beat it, amateur.
I'm not an amateur. I don't know what you want me to say. I got nothing. I mean, I'm waiting around. Yeah, I'm willing to do that. Yeah, that's abnormal. That's cool. But I mean, I know what I want, and that's what I'm going to get.
Hey, Tom, I don't know.
No, but you're not going to get what you want. Wait a minute. You're not going to get what you want.
Oh, I'm going to get it. Like I said, I'm going to wait for a while. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It's going to happen. I'm going to get it.
It's not going to happen. This one's not going to happen. This one's not going to happen.
Tom, can you take me out Kobe style, buddy?
Here you go.
This is about us. She's so special to me. It beats in my heart. The air I breathe. She's so special to me.
Tom. 1-800-5800-TOM. Tom.
You want to hear my favorite lunch?
What's that?
It's a can of tuna fish with a pickle and a couple of saltines.
Real?
Yeah.
When I hear about tuna fish and a pickle, I get other images.
The Tom Leykis Show.
It's the Tom Leykis Show. At 1-800-5800-TOM. Where's all that sexual tension, huh? You got a lot of it with one particular person, maybe two particular people. I told you, there's two people. Two people who just give me that look. They give me that look. Occasionally they say something. Or they put their hand on my shoulder, and I'm telling you, it's there. But I am never, ever, ever going to confront them. They want to call me, they can call me. But I'm not going to put myself in that position. No way. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. This is Dara. Dara, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello?
Are you there? Oh, Dana, I'm sorry.
It's Dana. Hi, Tom.
Yes. Hi.
How are you?
Do you care, darling?
Of course.
I'm doing great.
I think so. Okay, well, I'm kind of in a situation with some sexual tension, and it's with this guy that I work with. Okay. First of all, I'm very, very, very flirtatious, and it's just my nature.
Why? I want to understand this. Why?
I don't know. I talk dirty, to a lot of different people. It's not just guys or, with my friends, whatever, we joke around and blah, blah, blah.
Frequently, I find the women who talk the dirtiest do the least.
Oh, no. No. I'm actually really freaky. Thanks.
You're really freaky.
Yeah, real freaky.
So, when you're flirting, are you soliciting? Are you thinking of soliciting? Well, then why do you need to do it? That's what I don't understand.
I don't know. It's just the way that I am, the way that I have been. I don't know. It's not like I'm soliciting anything, But anyways, let me tell you about this guy. So, the situation between this guy is that, we, I guess you could say, flirt all the time and back and forth, blah, blah, blah. And, I worked with him for a couple years, and come to find out, he's totally convinced that I want to F him, okay? And there's no way or no chance there's no way that would happen.
But don't you think that's one of the dangers of flirting with people all the time, is that people are going to get the wrong idea?
Well, of course, but...
So then I say to you, since that inconvenience is going to happen to you, why do it?
But it's not really an inconvenience. It's just kind of like, oh, I guess I didn't really realize that he was taking it serious.
I think, you know what? I think men generally take it seriously.
Really?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I mean, because just about any man, if you said, let's have sex, would say yes.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But that's my point. Men in this country are always looking for an opening. They're always looking for a sign that you might have sex with them.
I mean, I could understand that if it would just came down to the situation where it was just him and I, and, I was right there, and I was like, oh, come on, baby, let's go. But we're just at work, and we're just playing around, and I thought, it was just playing around, and then now all of a sudden I find out, he's...
It's not for guys.
Hot for him.
But it's not for guys.
Why?
Because we don't, you know what? We have no interest in flirting. Are you ready to bleep me, Brad? Yeah, I mean, we're not interested in flirting like flirting. If we could just have you unzip our fly and go to the races, we wouldn't even need to be cute about it. We just want to go. Go.
Exactly.
So the point is, every time you flirt with a guy, I guarantee you, he will get the idea that there's a possibility that he can nail you. Mm-hmm. And you act like the guy's an idiot. I mean, guys are always looking for signs that you'll have sex with us.
Well, I think he is an idiot, but,
Well, and if he's an idiot, what fun is it to flirt with him anyway?
I don't know. I just like to play games, I guess.
Oh, that's the point. You see, you like playing games. That's what this is all about.
Well, hey,
That's why the two women who are doing it with me, I will not ask them about it or engage them in any conversation. They would love for me to do that so they could shut me down or reject me. I will not give them the opportunity. I will continue to play dumb.
Well, you're good. Well, thanks, Tom. Take me out. Let's see. I don't know.
Before I do, Dana, let me get Eddie on here. Eddie wants to say something to you. Eddie, what do you want to say to Dana?
Hey, Tom. Dana, the reason that you flirt incessantly with men is because you're an attention whore.
Yeah, I agree with you. I know I'm an attention whore.
Yeah, well, you know what? Tom's completely right, and it's going to get you in a lot of trouble one of these days.
No, I mean, I think I can handle my own, but the thing is like, you guys just feed into it, so why not play with it?
You know what, Tom? Thank you for pointing this out and showing guys out there that this is what these little tramps like to do.
That's right, and that's why I have so many things to say about attention whoring, because this is what you get. The women who flirt with you are never going to have sex with you.
And here's the other thing. When this chick, goes past her expiration date and wonders why no guy wants to have anything to do with her, she can look back at all the attention whoring she spent all her time doing, and what happens is guys won't take you seriously.
Yeah. And by the way, I have seen the former 9s and 10s of the world when they get into their 40s. Mm-hmm. And suddenly guys don't drop at their feet all the time, and they can't snap their finger and get a guy to do something. And they used to having guys do everything for them, paint their apartment or help them move or lend them money or give them money or take them on trips. I love it. It's like Superman facing kryptonite all of a sudden.
Absolutely.
Suddenly they lose their powers, and now they are powerless.
And they end up living in crappy apartments with 12 cats.
Right. Lots of those little knickknacks, the things that they looked in store windows and said to the guy they were with, "Oh, look at that, it's so cute. Little glass Smurf, it's so cute. I have to have it, it's so cute. I have to have it, it's so cute." And the house is full of those things. Ever meet a woman who's got a place like full of that crap?
No, I avoid those. I can usually spot them.
The thing is, you get I don't usually spot them until I get to their apartment. And then you see... I knew a woman who had a glass case devoted to glass figurines of the Smurfs.
That's just wrong. That's just wrong in so many different ways.
I mean, the Smurfs were popular with kids 20 years ago. And now she's like in her early 30s.
Okay, where's my attention? Where's my attention?
See, there you go. That's what she's all about.
We're ignoring you, Dana, because
I
this is like you we don't want to talk to.
This is what the future's going to be like, Dana. Guys paying no attention to you.
Take me out old style, Tom.
Here you go, Eddie. Mark on here. Mark, what did you want to say to Dana?
Hey, hello, Tom.
Hello, Mark.
Good, good. Hey, you know what? To this chick, Dana, I don't know what is her problem. Like, that's the thing. See, then she wonders why guys want to F her, you know, if all of a sudden she's like, oh, well, you know, I don't know why these guys are taking the wrong impression and we're perverts and everything when she's over here f***ing with us.
No,
like,
I'm a perv myself. I'm not saying that he's a pervert. I'm just saying he's getting the wrong idea.
Okay, okay. Well, you know what? But
he's getting the wrong idea because you're giving it to him.
That's the problem. If you're sitting here, if you're sitting here, you know, flirting with us and stuff, and we get the wrong impression, you never know, you might get yourself into a lot of trouble with, like, sexual harassment issues and things like that in the workplace.
Yeah, I understand that.
So, I mean, like, what's the point of flirting if you're not sexually interested in any individual to begin with?
It's just the way that I am. I don't know. Like, I'm intentional, like Tom said.
Okay, but why? What is your motive? Get out of that.
I have no idea. It's just
you have no idea
how I pass the time.
Wow, really? So you just do it just for the hell of it, just to make guys want you? I don't understand that.
I don't I don't have a motive. You know, it's just how I am.
Is it maybe because you want to do it just to see if you can do it, to tell your friends, hey, if I wanted this guy, I could have him if I wanted him?
Oh, you know what? It's not that serious. It's really not that serious. Because I know how men are. If you know, if it was right there.
Why do you act surprised when we want to, you know?
I think we lost him. Damn cell phone.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
When somebody hits you, that's the day you leave.
You can't because it's your heart. I know it's like your head's not working, but your heart is.
Oh, my God. Your head's not working because you got punched in the face.
The Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show reminding you Boys Night Out is coming Friday, June 17th at 8 p.m. to the Wiltern Theater in Los Angeles. I am the producer of this event, and I will be your MC. And I will tell you that what I will bring you on that night is it's a version of this show. It's a version of the riffing I do on the air that I could never, ever do on the air. You'll only see it in person, where nobody can stop me. Bobby Slayton, the pitbull of comedy, is my partner for this event. He's the headliner. He will close the show, and I'm telling you, he will knock you out of tonight for guys only. No chicks. No chicks. We will make your life a living hell if you bring a woman with you to this event. This is the kind of event where you go out, hang out with the boys, get soused, and do a little drunk dialing afterwards. That's what you're going to do. For tickets, you call Ticketmaster 213-480-3232. That's 213-480-3232. Or visit Ticketmaster.com. It's Boys Night Out. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Let's say hello here to Elliot on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Elliot.
First time, long time.
Thank you.
So, there's this girl at my work. I work at a mortgage company, and she works at an escrow company. I have to go periodically and deal with her at certain times during the day. Now, like, I'm thinking that she's like the last girl that called. I'm thinking that she's the bitch that, you know, talks to everybody. But like, I don't know if she does. Nobody's told me. But she looks at me like a dead stare. I'm with somebody and she's with somebody, but the way that she looks at me, a dead stare, and she looks like she loves me. And like she
loves you. This goes beyond lust.
I don't know. I feel it, but so that's why I haven't approached her or like said anything, because she's like, yeah, we can hang out. We've exchanged numbers, you know. And she's like, oh yeah, we can hang out. My boyfriend goes to college, and yeah, we can hang out at night or whatever. I was like, whoa, okay. So we exchanged numbers, and I haven't called her yet, but oh man, she's like, like for instance, I come in one day, and she's the receptionist before you go into the back part of the office. So she's like, she's on the phone with her girlfriend, and they're talking about like who's hot or something like that. And she goes, before I'm going in the back, she stops and be like, she's like, hey Elliot, before I go in the back door, she's like, hey Elliot, would you F me?
Oh, come on.
The Tom Leykis Show.